Welcome to our video. After making ice blocks for the better part of a week, the refrigerator in the garage decided to die, so we had to hurry up and get the ice to the boat. Alright, we are getting ready for our trip. Supplies, ice, coolers, and we're getting ready to change the oil. I got a lot going on. Lights are being charged, instruments are being charged, iPads, watches. The engine is running. You can hear it running. Alright, as you can see, I've got a line tied right there, and then I've got the wheel turned towards the pier, and so she could just sit there and run in gear while I warm up the oil so that I can change it. Just got a new filter for my Yanmar engine from Larson Marine, so we're going to change the filter, and then it is time to go to my granddaughter's dance recital. Then we get back here and hopefully leave before midnight. So got our jerry cans secured, not all the way to the front. We've got our life raft down below. We've got our dinghy up on top, and underneath the dinghy is the paddleboard folded up. Got some folding chairs that I have yet to secure, and we're gonna leave this side of the boat open because I don't want my furling line to get fouled. We've got our radar detector is in place. I anticipate motoring for the first at least few hours because the wind's supposed to die down tonight, but we're leaving tonight so we can get where we need to go during daylight. Alright, so time to change the oil. So our daughter came into town and everyone got together, as it was our granddaughter's first dance recital. With Grandma as her first dance teacher, everyone was excited to see Nyla perform. Mom and Dad and everyone was so proud of her performance. We got together as a family, and then it was time to get going on our 7-day trip. It's in the other cooler.
That one?
Yeah, it should be right in the corner. Sandwich time.
Hey, sandwich time.
Time.
Hi, sandwich time.
Alright, so we are heading to, this video is called Whichever Way the Wind Blows. We finally got some good wind set up, and fingers crossed we're heading to Muskegon. So we are 58 miles from Muskegon. The wind is southeast at 11 to 12. It's supposed to go up, so we'll reef accordingly, but just taking it nice and easy as we head across to Muskegon. I've never been there. I've heard it's really nice, and there's places to anchor, so we'll check it out. Steady as she goes. Sandwich time. Once we got into the groove of our new journey, it was really nice to kind of settle in and then wait for the day to develop. We enjoyed a beautiful sail. As you can tell from the picturesque skies, it looks actually like a living painting. The weather was perfect, and we just sat back, relaxed, and enjoyed the beauty. It had been many, many months of planning this trip. It had taken many different turns, and we were very happy to finally be on our way to Muskegon. We finally got together for our first captain's hour of the trip. And for dinner, we made portobello mushrooms and chicken. It was very delicious. Of course, everything tastes better when you're underway and surrounded by such beautiful sailing conditions. Alright, so we're going to try to anchor. There's free anchorage here in Muskegon, inside the harbor wall before you get to the channel. So that's what we're looking at. And we're just cruising along. Again, put the iPad in smart invert so you can easy night vision. You can always turn down the brightness. Yeah, it's been running east, southeast, east by southeast all day. And we're so thankful for that. It's just been pleasant. On our way to Muskegon. We got up bright and early the next day to make our way up the Muskegon Channel into Muskegon Lake. Okay, good morning, Muskegon. So we anchored out back here last night. Right back there is a mooring field. Just in the turn the corner by that green sign. There's a mooring field, but be careful, the beach is very close. So coming in here at night was interesting, to say the least, but we got it done, and now we are first light motoring up into Muskegon. So like in Sturgeon's Bay, they have the Coast Guards right at the entrance.
Is that a submarine?
There's a submarine museum right here. U.S. Silver,
That's the submarine
yeah,
museum. Oh, it says submarine right on it.
U.S. Silverside Submarine Museum. That is a submarine. Look,
Ah,
Silversides. How about it?
real submarine. Wow.
Got the Jessica Joy. So you know Mickey Mouse's original name was Steamboat Willie?
Yes. I know
Now
that.
we've got Steamboat Maggie, complete with fisherman's cap. To the boop boop. Beautiful homes along the river here. Very nice. I've been here since the 1950s. It's called Mike's Inn. Are you? Muskegon is a very cool town with very cool restaurants, as you can see by Rad Dad's here. It was a very quiet Monday, so it was one of the few places that were open. This was the board to have in school. Rodney Mullen, best freestyle skater ever on the planet. It was very nice to see the old skateboard decks from my childhood. And also the folks at Rad Dad hooked us up with another day's worth of ice. So for that, we're grateful. How's that homemade granola?
Pretty good.
You made it. It was delicious. Perfect balance of fruits, nuts, and fibers. Okay, we're at Anchor. This is day 2 of being at anchor on Muskegon Lake. And we are right near the Hartshorn Marina. So just a little mental note for the diary. So Hartshorn Marina has an area right in front. So there's their marina. You go up the channel, there's 2 small markers, and that's their mooring field over there. And you can drop anchor here, right in here. The only caveat is it's kind of grassy. Not kind of, it's grassy. So what we're gonna do is, it's got good holding. Like I said, we've been here for 2 days. And we go up with the dinghy, that little channel right there. It's probably less than 300 yards away by dinghy. And we tied up there and locked our dinghy and walked into town. Up and over the bridge. And walked to the second stoplight near in town. It was pretty cool. Keep in mind, Sunday and Monday here in Muskegon is very quiet. I think we only saw a couple of places open on a Monday. Picks up through the week. Really nice lake. So back to what I was.
Our subs keep chasing him away and he keeps coming back.
What are we doing? Watching movies?
We are having movie night at Anchor. Yeah, with the iPad, it's got great, great reception, great internet. Plus, we have unlimited data with our plan, so as long as we have sound, it's like on.
Yeah, and a great view too.
And
Look
a
at this.
great view.
You get tired of the movie, look at the sunset.
Mm-hmm. So the plan today was to pull up the anchor and sail off of the anchorage without actually starting the motor. Well, those plans quickly went awry. As you'll see coming up, we managed to wrap up the prop, and that turned into our first
mud all over
fiasco.
It and grass.
Yep. Okay, Mag. Yeah. I'm off the hook. Can you put it up? Put the main up, please. Are you? You're stuck on the backstay.
I got it all. Okay.
Let me see that. Well, we're in the shit now. Wrapped a line around the prop. We've cut it. And so now we got to go back down there and take it off. So after strapping myself in, it was time to get in the water. I had already been in the water to cut away the main part of the line. And now that I could see the situation, what was going on down below, it was time to go back in there and try to unwrap the rest of the line from the prop. Okay, I'm gonna go get the, where did I put the pliers? So my idea was to get back in the water with the pliers and pull the line, the remaining line, off of the prop shaft. Should have just brought my knife back down there with me, because eventually the knife was the only thing that I needed. But in the heat of the moment, you're scrambling through all your thoughts to think what is the solution to this particular problem, especially in this green, brackish colored water, rust colored water. And I'm not a big fan of immersing my body in yucky water, but at this time I wasn't even thinking about that. It was just a matter of getting in the water, getting the prop unwrapped, and then getting underway again. So here we go. Underneath. Let's get the job done.
Did you get it?
Just turn that on. So we are on our way. There's still a little bit of prop, a little bit of the line left on the prop. That's the third time that line has gotten me. This is the last time. So I still have to go down there and cut away some more of the prop, of that line, off of the prop. But I cut probably 97% of it off. Yeah, so we were able to get going and didn't run into anything. And now we're heading over to the national park, which is dunes, and then I've got to finish cutting that line. It's actually very nice in here, and even with the color of the water, which is more of a greenish brown, when I was underneath, it looked like rusty color. And since I was forced to take a swim, it wasn't too bad.
Poor guy.
No, it's okay. I'll get it. It's always an adventure.
Always an adventure.
So ahead of us, we were heading towards Muskegon State Park, which has sand dunes, access to the beach, and we were very excited, especially after the morning we've had so far, to get underway without wrapping any more lines. So quickly Maggie jumped into the dinghy because we had another line hanging off of the dinghy. She took care of that in short order, and we were on our way. Using Navionics, we could see where the anchorage was, but we were in for a surprise when we got over there finally. Even though it was beautiful, we would end up not being able to actually anchor there, as it was too deep for our tackle. We had to find elsewhere to go, and we'll cover that coming up. So Snug Harbor is right around the corner from the first anchorage in front of Muskegon State Park. It turned out to be a really nice anchorage, and our boat had no problems anchoring there. We had some of like the oars digging in the water. Those muscles, right?
I do want those muscles. I'm a little uncoordinated. I could dance, but rowing, that's another story.
You're doing fine. We're heading in the right place. There we are at anchor in Lake Muskegon. We're heading to a Sand Dunes Trail and then Lake Michigan Beach at some point.
If we ever make it.
If we ever make it there.
With this girl rowing, I don't know. It might take 2 days.
No, I think you're fine. We're almost there. You asked to row, so.
I want to row. I'm just embarrassed about any rowing skills.
No, you're doing great. Don't worry about it. Doing just fine.
Practice.
We're doing fine. We're almost there. I hope there's a garbage can there. We gotta dump our trash. So we've been on board since Sunday. It's Tuesday. We haven't touched dry land. It's awesome. As far as living conditions. Now we're going to shore to walk the dune trails. Okay, so we are on land in the state park. There's the dinghy. And way out yonder, there's Freedom, Muskegon State Park. So we're in the inner lake of the state park. And then Lake Michigan is on the other side. And there's Freedom at anchor. And our dinghy. Trails? There's a place called the Blockhouse Overlook. It looks pretty good on film, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah. Oh no!
That's the expressway down there.
He took the fast way down. Nice recovery. Cool.
Like we meant to, huh?
As you can see, Muskegon has beautiful beaches, really crystal clear water, and the rocks and basically geological formations left over from the Ice Age and from the ice that was there really leaves a beautiful landscape millennia later. The birds, the water, the sand. Muskegon, by far so far, is one of the most beautiful beaches that we've been on. And we had so much fun there, soaked up so much sun. And here's Maggie tumbling down the hill, something she wanted to do. She's been talking about the whole trip. Very cool. Listening to YouTube sailing videos and Maggie's cooking again. What are you mixing up?
Okay, we got fettuccine and chicken and some vegetables with portobello mushrooms, red peppers,
Wow, it looks really good.
onions, garlic.
Wow, this thing's so great. I love that little stuff. Awesome. I really enjoyed spending time at the working end of the boat where the anchor and all the equipment is. And we were in such a beautiful spot. It was finally time to settle in for the evening. We had some thunderstorms in the distance, but they never really came anywhere near us. It was a beautiful, peaceful night. Whatever bugs were there finally left. By the way, we find that Cutter insect repellent is really, really good stuff, especially with biting flies. That saved our sanity. There were so much in the evening that we thought we might have to move anchorage, but by nightfall they were gone and we were left just with this beautiful, peaceful anchorage to go to bed and wake up the next day. Again, we'd like to thank you for watching. We're coming up on the end of part 1. I didn't want to make too long a video, so tune in for part 2 of this video.